Alright, hello! I am Motivational, and today I'm making this video as a way to show my decision making and ways to think about the game in general. And this information is pretty good to just know about fighting games and know for Smash Brothers Ultimate and any future games to come. Unless for some reason they change the format. I don't see them doing Arena Fighter. Um, Before we begin, I want to show you this picture. Do not mind the little green and orange yet, but I want to begin with this green area right here. This green area, most of it, this area between the orange, is where most of neutral is. This is where neutral is in general. This is the space you're going to be fighting in against people a lot of the time. This is where you start the match off. You want to maintain this area as much as possible and have more of the green area than your opponent does. Again, sorry for any noise in the background. Sorry for that. Again, this green area is where you want to maintain as much as possible and have more of it than your opponent. You want to knock your opponent into the orange or red area while maintaining as much of the green area as possible. It is able to be able to help you with your risk rewards and be able to take more risks that if you get blown back, you're not losing as much if you were trying to fight in the orange area or take a risk in the orange or red area. In the orange area, I would say is the beginning of disadvantage. And the reason why I say that is because if I'm in disadvantage, if I put the cloud right here, you do not have as much space to work with as if you were in this green area right here. So I'm able to jump around, full hop, and not like be in too much danger unless they go for a hard read, which is possible. But this is where you're like safe. You're able to shield and like dash back and forth. See how much space I'm able to work with. If I go from here, look how big these dashes are. But if I'm in the corner right here, look how little space I have to dash back. And because Lucina loves to dash back forward tilt, I don't have much space to work with that. The cloud doesn't have to guess where I am because I'm stuck right here. I'm either going forward, I'm going backwards, and probably most likely shielding because I don't want to get hit. I'm jumping towards middle stage or jumping onto platform. Or, again, I'm just going forward trying to attack them. I reset him now. 14%. It's fine. I don't have much space to work with. I do have the little option of doing this, but that's where it sets up into the guess the guessing option. There's ways to like make more options more like come up. Like you're able to bait more options, so you don't have to guess as much. But this is where you're able to roll, neutral get up attack. See, some characters have longer attacks as well. Some are slower, some are really fast, some are short, and some are big. Since Lucina has a sword, it's most likely big and disjointed. You're able to jump or let's jump. Again, this is a very risky option because you're forced to use your double jump. But you're able to really position yourself. You're not like forcing yourself like right here. You're not like being in this one line where you have a lot of end lag. Like you don't have much momentum, but if you go right here, you're able to do that. And you're not like staying in the air. You're not putting yourself in a juggle situation. You're more closer to the ground. But again, you're using a double jump. You're using a very valuable resource. All to say is that you don't really have much space to work with. You have less options than your opponent. Your opponent, if you can look at me, has all that stage above him and to the right of him to work with. So if I put the camera at... Look at that. Look at this. Look how little space I have. I only have this little ledge. I can run forward, but that's taking a risk. I can jump, but like the thing is, this is risky because he's probably doing forward airs to cover multiple options. Again, Cloud's not just covering one singular option and saying, dang it, I didn't get roll. No, he's doing forward air or back air right here, and he's covering like 5 different options, which is very scary, which is the reason why you don't want to be here. Because this is less space that the Cloud has to guess. It's less space for you to work with to bait the Cloud or like work out gaining information. And this is where Cloud is able to gain information to continue at his advantage state or use for later as a way to punish you heavily for you thinking, oh, he's not able to adapt to this, and then he adapts to it just like that. To go back to the drawing, that's just the orange area. This red area is off stage. It's just to really show you that you're close to the blast zone. You're close to the above, the side, and the down blast zones. Or yeah, you don't have much. You do not have space to work with at all, and you're forced to expend resources. And those resources are double jump, up B, or double jump, air dodge, or just air dodge, or just up B. But either way, you're forced to pick an option. You're forced to get back to this ledge. And as we discussed before, you don't have many options right here. You can get up, you can roll, you can get all that. The thing is, if I neutral get up, I'm in the same exact situation as I just was. I can't dash back. I have to commit to go forward, or I have to jump. Which Cloud is most likely covering multiple options. He's charging limit, so he can have limit and doing back air, which is a ton of pressure. That is a ton of things to worry about, and that's where panic options, where you're like rolling out of here like, I don't want to get hit, and that's information that the Cloud gains. That's why you have to be very careful in the options. You have to mix it up. You have to mix up your timings. You have to find ways to fight and put on safe and meaningful pressure by doing forward tilts, up tilts, down tilts. Again, Lucina has a very good tilts and stuff to work with. Doesn't have the best grabs, but she's still able to grab. She does have an out of shield option, which is very good. Again, just to go to show you the nuances of Smash. Not every character struggles in the corner as against other characters. Like DK struggles way harder in the corner than Lucina does. But that's where advantage state and combos where they differ in strengths. Okay, going back to the picture. Again, overall, you just want to maintain this green area. Again, this little green dot right here is to show you how little space you have. You're in between the orange and the red. You are not really having much green or at all. You have, I would say, the orange area. Again, this doesn't mean like Sakurai said, there's an orange area, but this is the way I think of the game. You want to maintain this green area. You want to keep it, and you're going to be fighting in this green area most of the time. So you're going to have to really get used to this green area and maintain it. And this is where the bulk of Smash Brothers is played. I would say all of it. Almost all of it, of course, because edge guarding, advantage state, characters all like putting themselves in the corner, like zoners like Samus and Mewtwo. Green areas, more of your like brawlers and sorties, like Lucina, your Yoshi, your Mario, your Lucario, etc. And to go over it, green area, you want to keep. Orange area, you're put into disadvantage, but you still have options. You're still not forced to recover onto a ledge. You're able to get out of a juggle situation. You're able to fight your way out of the corner and stuff like that, with mix-ups and making sure you're not being linear and predictable. And that's where the bulk of information that the opponent or you gain by watching your opponent and being patient, or you're punishing your opponent very well or in like a very meaningful way by pushing your advantage state in the orange area. The red area is where you don't want to be at all. You do not want to be here at all. You want to go back on stage and regain all of your resources and be able to fight. You're forced to use your double jump, your up B, your air dodge. Again, you're not forced to use all of them at once, but of course, depending on the characters, because you have your Little Mac, your Lucina, your Sonic, your Pikachus, your Chroms. Like, different characters have different ways of dealing with this red area, and characters have different ways of dealing with the orange. And characters neutral is just where your character shines. It's where all your special gimmicks and your special attributes are shown, and how you fight your opponent. And you want to maintain that so you're able to use those characteristics to their fullest capacity. And if you're in the orange or red area, it takes away or limits your options, and that's where the opponent is able to really not broaden their view. It's able to like pinpoint a couple of key points about the other character. What information have I gained? What information can I use against them? How can I punish them? How can I maintain my green area, which is usually known as stage control? And that's where Smash Bros. Usually is. Again, overall, I know I'm probably saying this a lot, and I'm sorry. You want to keep this green area. If you want to say, maybe this is all really confusing, like what one thing should I keep in mind? The one thing you need to keep in mind, keep the green area at all cost, no matter what. Again, you want to go commit sometimes because you want to kill the opponent. You don't want to be killing the opponent at 200% because you're doing only Sora or Lucina down tilt because you're like, I want to keep the green area. Like you're gonna have to go for the commitment where you go for like the dash attack, the grab, the up B, or like etc. or the forward smash and stuff like that. But at all cost, especially from let's say 0 to 100%, keep the green area. You're able to gain information to see how people play out of the corner, in the corner, and when they're recovering, and how they play neutral when coming out of the corner. And you reset it because you don't want to take the risk. I will also be going over a video right here and talking about some of my decision making and ways that I was thinking using the terminology and the image I showed. Again, I was fighting this cloud. This is Jacob in my esports, my high school esports team. We were playing, and I decided to use this match as a way to show decision making. He was whipping me the last match, I won't lie. But this match kind of showed more decision making, less than just me mashing aerials and stuff like that. And very promising player. Here's me. If you saw that parry right there, I shielded in the center because I don't want to lose center. I want to make sure I maintain as much green area as possible because I went forward and I decided to take the commitment of taking some more green area than he had. Again, I know green area is like what are you talking about? It sounds really weird. Personally, to me, it also sounds weird. I'm just taking stage control, if that makes sense. I'm taking more stage. If you want to use something like what can I call it instead of green area, call it stage or stage presence. I'm taking more stage, and I wanted to keep that stage that I gained by going forward and taking that commitment. I shielded, I parried the forward air, and now I'm getting a down tilt. I get a forward throw. Okay, I can go back here. I want to make sure I go through that because there's actually a lot of things that went into that. Again, not that I'm thinking like he's gonna go right here and blah 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 blah. Like I'm like a Jimmy Neutron brain blast. This is just over experience and talking about the game and just doing stuff over and over. So I take this stage, I shield, boom. I get this combo, and right there I went for the forward throw to send him into the orange and the red area. He went into the red area, so it seems like he went pretty far out. I decided to go for the forward tilt because I noticed, wait, he's not on stage. He's off stage. So I was able to take a risk because even if he jumped, he was getting hit by the very wide forward tilt. And if he just held towards ledge, he was getting hit, and which he did. And now he's even more into the red area, so he's forced to use, most likely, or he should be forced to use 2 resources of his, most likely up B air dodge, double jump air dodge, or double jump up B. He could air dodge right here, but the thing is, I can react. I can do down tilt forward air on him. But watch this. I'm like, you know what? I got all of this. I have this stage. This is cool and all. But as a way of like thinking of the character nuances, Lucina doesn't really kill early. She can kill early, yes. But the thing is, she gets most of her kills off edge guards. So right here, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do the commitment where I'm like, I'm going into the red area. I'm making a pretty decent commitment. Again, I might not die. He could footstool me, but like, you're not really thinking about that. I don't want to go into like, he could do this and that. I don't want to like make you like be too scared to commit or like think about too many options. But right here, I'm going to make a commitment or a read that you're going to continue holding towards stage and you're going to recover down. You're going to do a lower recovery. So what I do is I cover this. I cover the down recovery. Now he's even more into the red area. Boom. Look at this. He used two resources. He used his double jump and his up B. I thought he would instantly use his resource, his double jump, and get hit by the back air, and I would have gotten the stock. He would not have had limit. But the thing is, he decided to go low, and he got rewarded for it. I was like, oh no, I don't want to give up my stage. I did the wrong move. So if you noticed, I was able to go back onto stage, and now I'm running back towards middle. See? I'm like, oh wait, I don't want to get reversal. I don't want to get hit. I don't want to give him center stage again. I don't want to go back to neutral yet because I want to kill you. I want to keep my advantage state as much as possible, and I don't want you to play the game. Like again, it's just how you're supposed to play. You want to make sure you're winning, and this is me doing safely. I'm not sticking right here near the cloud where my mouse is. I'm going all the way to this platform to gain information and be patient. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to down tilt. This is safe pressure if he continues holding forward, or if he held forward after getting up, he would have gotten hit and he would have been right back into the red area. Again, he would have been able to instantly go onto ledge again. But the thing is, I would have just resetted the whole situation once again and gain information, so I can make big commitments later. I shielded right there because I don't want to lose it. Wait, I said, oh wait, I missed my down tilt. I don't want to lose it. So he decided to run up. But the thing is, he didn't pick an option. I would have to go over him, see why he would do that. I guess he was wanting to react to me coming out of the shield. But the thing is, like, I don't want to go out of shield. I don't want to give up my stage advantage. But since he ran up to me, I said, you know what? I reacted to him not grabbing me. So I was like, okay, I'm going to grab you first then. Now he's going right back into the red area. Look at that. He's back in the red area. There's different ways he can instantly double jump onto stage. He can continue holding forward. He can go to ledge, and that is where the information gathering is. This is where I gather my information, right here. And depending on this option, I can either next time punish that option or wait again to see if it's a habit. So I decided to cover F tilt, because that covers him going back onto stage without jumping, and that covers him going to ledge. So that covered more options. If he jumped, I would have been able to attack him again, but I would have not put him into the red area. It would have had him in the orange area, but not into the red. And I cover him going low because he went low last time, and that forward tilt also showed me that he didn't double jump. He doesn't want to double jump, so he's not recovering high. So I decided to go into the red area, do the commitment, and go for forward air. That's the information I gained from all that situation is he's holding towards stage. He hasn't used his double jump unless he's recovering low, so I'm going to cover low with my forward air. And he died. He dies for this. Boom. I'm at 0%. I'm feeling good. I'm trying to play neutral right now. See? You see how I put myself in the corner right there? I was like, why would you ever do that? Sometimes characters like to do that so they can bait people out and feel like, oh wait, they're in the corner. I better get on this quickly. Or like, I better use this time of them putting themselves in the corner to really get them. And that's where you usually want to dash into the corner and instantly out. And see, now I'm able to poke him with a side B. And I have this stage. I earned some stage. The thing is, he still has some green area. So I'm still not in the clear. I'm still not able to really commit. So I have to still be careful. But I'm maintaining it. I'm doing nairs to see if he goes forward. He uses safe pressure by using neutral B to test me. And this is where information gathering is gathered from. Like, this is where information can come from. I noticed that he's staying on the ground more, so I want to use more forward tilt. See how I'm running up, covering more the ground. He played a little slow right there. I thought he'd continue holding forward. I thought he'd shield. He's continuing to attack me. So if you saw that, I rolled out of the corner and he didn't react to it. So now I put him into the orange/red area. Now I have the green area, all of it. I'm maintaining it. I took his double jump. That's a little sad the nair didn't work. I die. It's fine. Not fine for me, but like I have 83% as extra credit from that stock. I'm feeling good. Like, I'm not stressing. I called him out again. He's recovering low. I decided to... That nair right there, you think, why didn't I just go low? Because I just said he was. The thing is, he might have actually recovered high or decided to go a different path. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to jump back onto stage and maintain the green area that I won and maintain my stage control. right there. See, I'm following him. I'm not overcommitting. I'm not like I'm not touching his cloth. I'm at forward air range. We're both at each other's forward air range, but the thing is, my forward air is faster, so I'm more confident in doing this. So I'm now able to cover him. Again, I waited a little bit, a little too long. But again, he gets the back air, and now he's trying to send me into the area. He tries to get little mix up right there. Here's me. This is where above the orange area is. The reason why I don't have this should be red up here because you might die off the top. But the above the orange area that I have in this picture, this is where juggle situations happen in this spot right here. Right here is where juggle situations happen from the beginning of this like orange area and above. This is where juggles happen, and you also don't want to be here. You still aren't off stage, but you're still close to a blast zone, or you're still able to gain a lot of percent, or like you're getting hit a lot. I tried continuing my advantage state by hitting him with a weak up B. Here's me maintaining stage. I did nair forward tilt to cover any frontal approach or jump. I'm trying to maintain this space, and since he jumped, oh wait, he jumped? I should be able to react to this, or like I could react to this. I'm able to see what he does. He misses his punish, so I would not have been able to. He would have been able to hit me, but he didn't hit me. So here's me, just trying to maintain space. There's me waiting. Me dashing back and forward, tilting right there because I have a little bit of green space to work with. I covered the neutral get up with a forward smash, and I got rewarded for it. I don't really die to a get up attack. I don't die to a forward smash. So I'm able to go for a risk like that. Sure, I might get hit. The thing is, I'm not getting sent into the orange area anytime soon at 26%, unless he grabs me and back throws me. But again, Lucina's disadvantage isn't the worst, so I would have still been comfortable. Here's me trying to cover space. I tried covering a double jump that he would do. He ran up and got rewarded. He's trying to push me into the orange area. Here's me pushing him into the orange area, but on top. So he's stuck in a juggle situation. Now he's in the red area. Me maintaining my green area, or my stage advantage, by dashing back, jumping, and back airing. Again, I got hit, and he gained his green area. The thing is, I'm not in the red. I'm not in the orange area. I'm still in neutral. I'm still in the green area. Again, I still have to fight, but I'm not off stage. There's me trying to roll out of the way. There's me trying to cover him, instantly double jumping onto the stage, but he got me very well. I thought he'd instantly pick an option because he was tired of getting hit. So I thought he'd instantly like, I want to hit you because you've been hitting me. But nope. He got his up smash. I get the up B. Still fighting. Again, I could make better decision making, but this is just talking about keeping stage. There's me rolling past the ledge to like get a greedy option. And now he's in the red. He can get edge guarded. Here's me trying to maintain space. Forward tilting and spacing with forward air and forward tilts. There's that pivot forward tilt to cover options to the left of me so I can maintain my space. And I win. A lot of that was just me dashing out of the way and using my advantage state and using my bait and punish style of just hitting him. And using the stage that I won against him. Using the multitudes of options and the advantage state I've had to gain information and punish him. Overall, again, you want to maintain the screen area as much as possible. You want at ledge, of course you want to commit sometimes to go for the grab. Usually Lucina doesn't get much off her grab. That's why she doesn't really want to go for it unless she's forced to. Like if she expects a shield right here, she can shield to condition the opponent. Like, oh wait, she's shielding now. I should probably get out of shield, and that's where forward tilts, down smashes, side Bs, down tilts into down smash confirms are able to go. Going for forward smash. Usually you don't want to go forward smash. But I could also use the conditioning of, oh, you're shielding and I haven't grabbed you? Neutral B, or like down tilt, neutral B to break shields. Or like use forward air pressure, like forward air pressure into this right here. Or like down tilt, forward tilt. I wait right here and it's like, oh wait. Neutral B, and like break your shield. Again, you really like to maintain this space. So like, I'll go right here and drift back and see what the opponent does. I usually like to crouch, or I like to go to roll or like poking shield distance and just doing this. Again, see how he jumped onto stage? Now I have less stage, but I can do uppies. I sent him into the green area. Now this is where neutral is played. I can't really commit too much. Like, I could get blasted back here. I'm like, oh, I'm good. But like, again, you still don't want to get hit. But like, that's where risk reward is. Like, can you afford to getting hit? If the answer is yes, see how you can commit and like minimize that risk. Or yeah. I'm trying to think of ways to again simplify it. So if I go back to this photo, I like thinking about this. Again, it's not the most perfect analogy, but as a football player, I was thinking about this. You want to think of gaining stage advantage or stage as of gaining yardage or losing yardage as well. You're the quarterback. You yourself are the lineman. You're the quarterback. You are the running back. You're the center stage for defense. You're everything. You are offense and defense at the same time, and you're facing the opponent's like football. You're facing his quarterback. You're facing his center. You're facing his linemen. You're facing his running backs. You're facing his safeties. Like, it's a constant battle of gaining yardage. You're fighting each other's quarterbacks. You're fighting each other's defensive and offensive, and you want to gain as much yardage as possible to get them. You can think of them as the football, of getting them into the end zone, getting them into the blast zone. They're the football, and you want to get them by getting let's say I think it's called a Hail Mary, getting them off stage, almost there. Again, I failed. Sometimes you're gonna fail. Getting them off stage and getting them to the end zone. Touchdown right there, or the KO. Just want to think of this like just gaining yardage. You're going for let's say, you know what, you want to go through the middle, like, and that's where you gain your little things. And sometimes you're just gonna get stuffed. You're gonna have to deal with shields. You're gonna have to deal with disjoints. You're gonna have to deal with unique defensive options like Witch Time with Bayonetta, and that's where like different plays comes in. Like, not every football team's the same. Not every football team is gonna play safe and using their linemen. Some football teams really love their offense. They want to go for those big pass throws. Some teams are more defensive, where they're able to shut down people's quarterbacks and shut down their yardage and just run the clock down and getting those safe field goals, which is usually, you can think of that as your down tilts, your down tilt pokes on shield and stuff. That's your little safe ones. Your big plays are like your Hail Marys with the forward smashes, and this is where you're going for that little bit of yardage, getting for that 7 yardage or that 20 yardage with like a throw, like a throwing play. Just some way to think of it. Overall, simplify it. You're just fighting for yardage constantly. You're fighting a person's offense and defense. You're trying to gain yardage and keep yours as much as possible. You do not want to get pushed back by a lineman. You don't want the quarterback to continue to push the football into the end zone. It's just a constant war of maintaining your advantage and making sure you have that defense to go against their offense. And with smart decision making, and a couple of commitments where you've used the information that you gained, and sometimes you just go for the big read where you just run up, do a whole down smash, and again, you don't usually want to do that. Usually want to instantly rip it as like a call out. But yeah, you can do stuff like that, and that's where your little Hail Marys and comes in, and that's where the personality of players comes in, and that's where you develop it. And that's where you learn your risk rewards and the way that things that have worked for you and why they may work and why they may not, why you should go for this decision and not. But overall, keep that green state. Keep stage advantage. The more stage you have, the more space you're able to work with. The more options you have, the less space you have, the less options you have, and the less space you can work with. It's just that constant battle. And that's what I can really give to beginning players. Don't be doing like random smash attacks or like doing this and like nairs and like not understanding your auto cancel windows and like just forward tilting and going for like dash dash forward smash, and then they're like shielding, you're doing like this, and you're going off stage for like back airs. Like, let's say you're like going off stage and then going back airs. You sent him into a better situation, and now you're in a worse situation. I've seen that so many times. I've seen players just just do this. They just hold this, and some again, this opponent won't do it. But some people just jump up, run to center stage, and they look at you for like, why are you down smashing? Hopefully this helps. I could go over it a little more, but overall, it's just gaining yardage. I'm gonna show this one more time. This is just the yardage. This is just football. If I can go, want to save it? Sure. Battlefield color. I don't know. I don't know. Hold up. Hold up. Let me go back to this. Yeah, I'm new to this software. This is your yardage. You're playing football. You have your. Oh, I should probably put these here. You have your field goals right here, where you're able to get the touchdown. The touchdown is right here. This is the touchdown, and in these blast zones, right on the top, the bottom, and this is where you're able to get your field goals, your touchdowns, and you're constantly fighting each other's linemen. You're at the line of scrimmage where neutral is. This is like the line of scrimmage, right here, and you want to make sure let's say your opponent's right here. Opponent is right here, and you are right here. You want to make sure they do not have this space. You want to keep this space and push them this way towards the blast zone, and you want to make sure you're not going this way. You do not want to go that way. Or again, sometimes you're going to be on the left, sometimes you're going to be on the right. But let's just say you're on the left, the right now, and your opponent's on the left. You want to keep pushing them over here, and you want to stay away over here, like over here. You want to have as much as this green area as possible while pushing them back. Hopefully that helps. And it's not the easiest thing. Neutral is very nuanced, especially going from character to character. But that is the biggest thing. Just maintain that green area, and if you're having struggling of like, how do I keep it? I'm getting hit, but I'm trying to maintain it. That's where VOD reviewing and talking to other people, it's like, okay, why did they choose this option? How did they make this play? How did they gain their yardage? And it's okay, they did this and that. You can do this to cover it, or just back away and avoid that situation altogether. Sure, you're giving them space, but you're not getting heavily punished by giving them it. You're not getting percent, you're not getting 0 to death, you're not getting comboed. And that's sometimes more important than keeping that little amount of space and just giving it up. Like it's like a Kazuya. You don't want to go near him. So you're like, you know what, you can have this stage. I'll continue controlling my stage. But I don't want to deal with you. Like I'll let you have this stage, but don't worry, I'll be able to fight you and maintain my space and gain information by looking at what you do with the green area or the orange area that you have. Sorry. Sorry, that song is really good. Hopefully this helps. Sorry for rambling for a long time. I really hope this helps. And again, neutral is so nuanced. It's really complicated to explain. I heard people compare it to sumo wrestling. People just talk about it. That's why I tried bringing it down to those 3 levels of like red, orange, and green. But if you gain nothing out of what I've said, again, this is a very complicated topic, and that's why top players and me are still trying to understand neutral and understand the complexities of different situations that come up. Ultimate, it's such a big game and so nuanced. You're most likely seeing 3 situations you have never seen in your life before in every single match you play. Not every match is going to be like different. It's like, oh, what do I do here? Some matches are going to be like, oh, he's going to jump, he's going to shield, he's going to grab, he's going to dash attack. And some matches you'll be like, what am I even looking at? We're just scrambling. We're both trying to find the hit, and none of us are maintaining space and blah, blah, blah. It's just the nuances of Smash. But overall, if I were to just tell someone, like overall, I'm not really getting it. Can you just tell me one little thing? I'm going to color this in. Maintain this green area as much as possible. Or I'm holding it in, or I'm filling it in, not like where that ledge is right there. So below right directly below the platforms and slightly above and center, like right here too. But make sure to cut this off. So I don't want you looking at that little part. Like maintaining this area and not being in this area. You do not want to be in this area at all. At all. I'll even color a little down here. Like, you do not want to be in the red area as much as possible. I'll even put a little bit right here. Again, you still have some stage to work with, but you don't want to be there, preferably. You want to maintain and keep and stay in that red and the green area. Sorry. Maintain, and yeah, let's say keep, maintain, and fight in that green area as much as humanly possible. Again, you do have to do commit so you can kill, but in general, stay in this green area. Do not go into the red area that I shaded if you just wanted like an overall. But again, I hope this helps. You guys have a great day. God bless you guys. And I'll talk to you guys later. Hopefully this helps. Please DM me if you have any questions. I will be more than happy to help you. I would be very glad. If you're coming to me and asking about this video, that means you watched it, you showed up, and I'm glad you're using your resources. And thank you for doing that if you do. Again, if you get it, you don't have to DM me. Like, you got it. You watched the 30-minute video. You watched the lecture. But yeah, again, hopefully this helps and have a great night. See y'all. Or a great day. It's a great night for me.